Hello everybody, welcome once more to my new skit. This time on the Arel of Cochin. History of Cochin is replete with the name of Christopher Noel, Antonio Reall, barbarized version of Arel. Reall is the barbarized version of Arel, who, with 1,000 of his kith and kin and clansmen, apostatized to Christianity in the year 1510 under Alfonso the Albuquerque, the viceroy. Later, Captain Duarte de Limos conferred upon the Arel Antonio Real complete control in respect of sea trade, such as Alcaido de Mor, captain of the port, Constructor Regios de Embarcacos, the Guer, builder of royal warships, and Feitor de Presas, factor in charge of prize ships. It is because both Cochin Maharaja and the Portuguese shared equally in Cochin's shipbuilding activity. Antonio Real Antoni was promoted Patare Rajadores More, chief officer of the Maharaja. In the year 1531, Antonio Real assisted Portuguese governor Nuno da Cunha in the Battle of Chaul of the Gulf of Cambay in apprehension of a powerful Turkish fleet, Turkish invasion under Suleiman Pasha, Suleiman the Magnificent. And in the year 1535, Antonio Arel assisted Portuguese Admiral Pedro Vaz de Amaral in order to gain control of the Pescaria, or the pearl fishery coast of the Gulf of Mannar, dominated by Parava kings of Tuticorin. And so also Antonio Real's successor assisted Captain Francisco de Silva in the Battle of Bardella in the Kingdom of Pimenta, and also in the year 1662 in Cochin, Fort Cochin to be more precise, when Governor Ignacio de Sarmanta was besieged by the Dutch under Admiral Rickloff van Goens, who staged a blockade of the Cochin harbour. When Frederick Dranvers, in his book The Portuguese in India, states that in February 1531, when Portuguese governor Nuno da Cunha collected together a fleet of over 400 sails, including many large ships, but mostly consisting of small vessels fitted out by natives, with nearly 5,000 native seamen on board for the attack on Chaul. It is to be surmised that these small vessels fitted out by natives and the 5,000 native seamen were exclusively the Kadakodigal under Antonio Real, the Arel, captain of the port of Cochin, who was earlier baptized by Portuguese Viceroy Alfonso the Albuquerque. As shipbuilding buckled to Matalotage gained momentum on the Malabar coast between the years 1507 and 1540, proceeds from the booty constituted one of the main sources of financing Portuguese trade in India. Portuguese governors at Cochin, however, nominated local shipbuilders to the esteemed post of constructor regios, the embarcacos de Guerrera, with a regular supply of monthly emoluments. In fact, it was this Arel of Cochin, called Antonio Reall, who was promoted to Fitor de Presas, factor in charge of prize ships, Embarcacoer de Guerra, officer in charge of warships, Alcaido do Mar, captain of the port. When such a portrayal of Latin Catholic fishermen chieftains of Cochin, however, no doubt, would expose a rich spectrum of disturbing implication. The Arel of Cochin, who was a port officer at Cochin, no doubt had 5 shipbuilding yards, was assisted by the Mudaliars or customs superintendents, along with a crew of few subordinate staff comprising of wharf supervisors, pier masters, and a large retinue of guards and porters drawn mainly from longshoremen and ancient inhabitants of promontories in the kingdom of Cochin. No doubt these men were the Arel, the Arians and Mukuvans, and perhaps the Munudikars, also the Marthamite Christians of the, yes. The Mudaliars of Cochin was otherwise known as Shahbandars at the port, directly under the Arel of Cochin, who was the port officer. In the kingdom of the Zamorin Raja, however, these port officials were known as Shahbandar, Mohammedan Shahbandar Koya, the farmer of the ports, farmer of the port dues, assisted by Turamarakars, the chief pilot at the jetty or wharf, besides Koil Turati Karnavar and the Turail Menokis. Interpretational maladies and judicial blindness still rust with the term the Arel and the Perumbalan mentioned in Matanjeri Kovilaga Chadangu Variola of the Kanayanur Suru or rather Perumbadappu Suruba Grandavari. That's all for now. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.